Hey everybody, welcome back to Stamping School. I've got so much to show you today. It's going to be a little hodgepodgey because I'm going to show you a quick Valentines and then the spring corners and then some kits, and I'm just going to show you everything so you can see it in person. So Valentines, about 3 months ago I showed you this big one right here using that big Hearts of Elegance die and making your own jumbo card. And then this was the small version that went with it, which I really love these dies. But I needed a quick little chocolate gift for somebody. And so this was $1.29, I believe at Walgreens, a little 3-piece chocolate. I cut one of the hearts out with that pretty marbled elegance, but it was still a little small and I didn't have the larger heart. So I took, let me show you what this looks like here. So I put a little bit of adhesive all the way around, and I took that frayed ribbon. Remember that stuff? But you can use anything that's a little thicker. This is on the clearance rack right now, or actually now they call it the last chance list, for $4.80. But all I wanted to do was make it a little bit bigger, so it's just gonna stick behind it. And you can just sort of be the boss, make it go where you want it to go, just like that. So it's just sticking down where all that adhesive is on the back side. So I just kind of press it down, and then it's all sticky back there, and that goes on here. So just to make it a little bit prettier. And then I've got a gold heart, and that really cute My Thoughts of You Are All heart-shaped. I love that. Then we need a few of these on there, and then we're going to tie it up with that new ribbon. That's that gold meshy stuff, and that's it. So this is going to be real quick and easy, and I love these little flat hearts here, just like that. And then this pretty mesh will go around it like this, and then we can tie that in a pretty bow. So, you know, you're doing a little bit of work with it, but not a lot, but it looks like you did. And if you have the bigger hearts, you wouldn't have to do the ribbon around it, although I really like the texture on it. I'm gonna need something to hold that down in the back, so I'm just gonna put another heart back there, and there, that holds it together better. And then just tie this in a pretty, isn't this ribbon pretty? It's the same one they had when it was silver, and now they've got the gold out, which I really like. That's it. There. Easy. All right, so if you didn't know, they came up with more freebies for the last little few weeks of Sale-a-bration before the end of February. And this deal is the best one. And right now, at the time of this video, they are still available. The alphabet dies, and there's other dies, and there's stamp sets, and they've added a whole bunch of new freebies. For a $60 order, these are the $42 alphabet dies. I'm just like, wow, that's great. So here's a card that I did with those, where I did perfect pair as an anniversary card for somebody with a little gift card pocket in there. That's using that fruit paper that's free with Sale-a-bration. But I just used these dies up here. But what a deal that is to get those free with a $60 order. Next, I want to show you the spring corners dies. So you know I love this stamp set, but I never showed you how well it works with this set. This is the Corners and Bloom. This is free with a $120 order. I kind of think it should be a $60 order, but it's a very large photopolymer set, so I get it, and it's worth it. I love it because you can do so many things with it if you have this one also. I mean, it's fine without anything, but let me show you a few things you can do with it. So of course you can do your envelopes, right? That's easy to do. If you have the pointed envelopes, this one, all these, well, this one and this one right here look great on a pointed flap of an envelope. They work great together. This is for the inside of a card. So I took this big one right here and stamped it. And then I did a navy sentiment right across it. So for the inside of a card, I think that's great because you've got a little room to write your note and it looks really cool together. So they line up great. Now this stamp set has some dies, and it has some images in it, which I really love. So wishing you an amazing day. Thank you for everything. Always in your corner. That's probably my favorite one. That might be why I bought this whole thing. Through the happy and sad, happy we are friends, and then these little guys here. Let me show you what the dies look like. When you get your dies, by the way, just put it right in the copier if you can. Before you even take it off of the sheet, make a copy and keep that in there so you always know what's supposed to go back in your package. I always regret it when I don't do that, and I'm trying to find what goes with what. All right, so here's what the corners look like. You've got these two little corner dies here that are loose, and you can do whatever you want with. These dies are the kind that you can put them anywhere and they cut the relief. So you could have a big piece of paper and put paper behind this one, which is kind of cool. Same with these two little guys. There's balloons, hearts, a little flower, and then this is odd. I'm like, it's a sun, I think. It's cute. It was just an odd thing to put in there, but it's kind of all occasion and okay. So I'll use it. So here is a card that I did. It's a little 3.5 by 5 note card, which is still mailable. But this is just a white note card, fresh freesia, navy stamped here, navy in the balloons, and then I colored with freesia and misty moonlight, which I love those two colors together. This little guy down in the corner, and then the freesia ribbon and some sequins. So I like this one. And my friend Janet Munded did this cute card. This is a stamp set that's in the mini catalog. I can't remember the name of it, but she used that new Sale-a-bration paper and did this fun fold with the balloons, wishing you an amazing day. Thought that was really cute too. So you can do some fun stamping things with this to make rectangles and squares. So for instance, on this one, I went around the corner, and let me show you how to do that. You need to start out with 3.5 by 5, and then you're gonna layer it up. So 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then 4 inches. So this has got to be a little bit shorter. So you need it to be 4 instead of 4 1/4 this way. I'll put the measurements for you, you know, in the PDF below. But I wanted to show you what this looks like. When you stamp these around for a regular size card, you can stamp like this in the corners, okay? And you're gonna have a little space, but it's okay because they gave us a cute little flower stamp that fills in the gaps. So you've got this and this, and actually there's two little guys in that. But if you just take the little one here, and you can just add your little flowers around the corners, it looks like it just keeps going, which I love. And then you can color them in or do what you want to do. So I did it with just yellows and greens, and I used the Hugs for Love, which has the coordinating punch. And there's also another one. If you get this punch, don't forget to get this one. This is really a great one because it's got 3 of these that match the punch plus the sentiments in there. So I got both because I like to punch all those out. So you can also use the larger stamp. You stamp that 2 times. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this could be the background for a card or even the focal point for a card, and then you can add something in the center. That matches up perfectly. So that's that big one right here. And then if you wanted to do a little square, 3.5 by 3.5 square is the one we just used, and it fits perfectly right there. So I think it's a useful stamp set. I think I like it. There's 3 new kits I want to show you. I put together a few pieces of Birthday Bash kit, which has bags, gift bags. And they're actually quite sturdy and nice. They've got some gold foiling on them. And pretty much the ties are ready to go. You just slide those in the hole, and the tags are ready to go. There's no stamping, everything, and you just tie all this on with twine. It's a great little project, especially if you have a lot of kids' parties and things to go to. It's really nice and sturdy. And this is the blue one that comes in the kit. Birthday wishes, there's the ice cream cone, and it's the same scalloped. They're heavy duty. They're very nice bags. And of course they come with all the tags and the the handles and the glue and, you know, everything that you would need to put all that together. There's also gift card holders in here. Let me find one. Here they are. Yeah. This is what the gift card holders look like, which they're kind of cute, so this would just slide off. They just go together. There's a little slit there, and you put them together. And you just pull that off, and then you put your little gift card in here. Isn't that cute? Like, real sturdy. Very nice. And that just gets glued there. So, I think it's a nice little project. So that's one kit that's new. This is the Brightest Birthday kit. It's called an all-inclusive because there's stamps, there's a little ink spot, and there's a block in there. So you get to do the stamping on this one. And this is what the cards look like. I added the yellow ribbon because I felt like it needed a little extra ribbon, but all the rest of it's in there. You just pop these out and stamp this. There's some little cute enamel dots in here. And then here's this. A little on the juvenile side, but I'm okay with that because I need those once in a while. My favorite thing is the envelopes. Look, that's cute with the ice cream. The envelopes are fantastic. I just want to buy the envelopes over and over again. I love them. So that's that kit. This one I just got yesterday. It's the Heirloom Arrangements kit. There are 8 different cards, so you don't have to create multiples of the same. Each one of them is a little bit different. It's very cool. It's very, very vintage, kind of shabby chic looking. And of course they give you the directions for how to piece them together. They did about 3, showed you how to put them together, and then they showed you all of the cards up close. So for instance, here's one. Now I added the ribbon on this because this tag had a hole in it, and I feel like if there's a hole, you've got to put a ribbon there. So I did that. I added a little wink of Stella, but aren't they pretty? This one. Lots of pieces. You've got vellum in here. There's a stamp set. There's all kinds of butterflies. The stamp set's actually pretty with a butterfly and lots of different sentiments. There's a pecan pie ink pad little spot in there. So this one would go together. It tells you what pieces to pull out, but I just look at the picture, and honestly, you really can't go wrong. They kind of all go together, you know. This one goes here. This one goes here. There's a piece of vellum right here that goes back here. And this one you can pop up. And this one I would pop up probably. That's it. So you're just popping them out and sticking them on, layering them. There's dimensionals in the kit. And then you just stamp all your sentiments on these. So that's a really pretty kit. Okay, I think we got through everything. We'll see you next time. Have a great week. Happy Super Bowl Sunday if you are watching that. And we'll see you next time. See it, learn it, stamp it.